Well, good day, everybody. It's Max, and happy holidays and a whole new year to you and all of yours. That's right. As we review the year in review video, I guess we're just going to do this for New Year's Day, as I'm taking a little bit of a day off. It's been a crazy 2023, people. Crazy 2023. Hey, I thought I'd drive for a bit. Do all the cool drivey things. Where are we? He says. That's right. We are in Winter Wonderland of American Truck Simulator, and I do have to push a button here. Boom! There we go. We'll put them statistics up there for a minute. So the statistics say, I know it blocks the truck, but we'll make do with it. Hey, there's all the games I played on Steam. All right, now not counting the fact that we actually played some about another. Oh, it was about another 300 hours. Another 300 hours on Satisfactory Experimental. And, let's see. What else do we have kicking around there? I'm sure there's a few other games over on Epic that I played over there that we played over here. We played a lot of games. We played a lot of games here this year. Now, I mean, according to Steam's statistics, of course, it says I've played 11 new games, but of course, as you can see down below, only one of those games is new. That would be Starfield. Plan B, Infraspace, Star Trek, and Dyson Sphere program. Those are all from the year before. And of course, only Starfield is the new compatriot of the list. Now, of course, the percentages are a little weird, and I think that's because when I hooked so I played Star Trek. I have, I don't know. I got many thousands of hours in Star Trek, and I don't know, when I hooked it to my Steam account, it did something, but it kind of skewed the results a little bit. Because of course we've played Star Trek Online a little bit throughout, but as far as I'm concerned, like 2 or 3 of these actually I think we've played more on through Steam. But I think when I took it from Arc and hooked it to them, and now I've got it hooked to Epic, and anyway, I think it skewed the numbers a little bit. Anyway, nevertheless, of course, Infraspace. Of course, no big surprise there. Couple of series. Infraspace, I don't know. I might try and do one more series on it in the new year, with the year coming up. If I do, it's going to have to be a big build series. But I'm not quite sure. Another thing, we'll talk more about that here shortly. Of course, Plan B Terraform, great game, superly priced. I mean, if there was a game best priced for value money game, it's Plan B Terraform. It's a great game, awesome game, cost so much less than everything else out there, and was amazing. It was an amazing game. Dyson Sphere program, of course, with the Destiny series, and now, of course, with the Wraith Darth Fog, all the things. That's a thing, and of course, we have Starfield, which of course we're playing through. But I mean, if as you can see, there are 202 achievements done this year in 185 sessions. It's perfectly fine, people. It's perfectly fine. Hey, there we go. Let's go back to this window for a minute. So here we are in the town square of all things. Unfortunately, I was driving with that on the screen, so you couldn't really see it that much. But what we'll do is we'll drop this load off. We'll pick up something anyway. This is the final load I need to drop off here in Winter Wonderland. So you know what? I think we take a little tour around, because there's a few fun places to go here in Winter Wonderland, and and with the snow, it makes it a little extra exciting. Oh yeah, yep, that's for sure. So we're gonna drop this trailer off here in Town Square. There we go. So of course we've played a lot of games this year. And of course, the new year, new us. Well, I don't know about the new us, but the old me, which unfortunately is getting a little older, is of course going to keep playing games. I am trying to do a little more balance, right? I mean, I was playing games 7 days a week, and of course, that's probably not the healthiest thing to do. So, I'm trying to be a little more life balanced. By the way, there is the map of Winter Wonderland. We're actually going to drive up to the post office because it's fun. I must admit, the post office is a little bit of a hoot. So we're going to drive up to the post office, have a little fun. See what that's like. We're actually going to go to the post office this way. So there's a road here that goes to the post office, but you're thinking, oh, what's this big thing there? Yeah, we're going to go that way. It'll be awesome. So of course we have played a lot of games this year. Of course, the year kind of started off with Dyson Sphere program. We wanted all 100 achievements. I came close. I got 97 of them. 2 of them, of course, were the speed achievements, and the other one is the land reclamation achievement. We'll have to deal with that. Now, they've put out a bunch, I think they put out 29 new achievements with the Dark Fog. Whatever, of course they did. And of course, we're going to have to get some of those. In fact, like 4 of those achievements are under an hour. So I think it's like you have to attack the Dark Fog in under an hour. I think you have to defend against them in under an hour. So, gotta love this. This is why we want to stay in the snow, people. I mean, the truck is just so much fun in the snow, right? Especially, I don't know what it is about this model, right? But it's got a really good, really good slide to it. Yeah, it sure does. So of course we're gonna go for all these new achievements as we now drive onto the frozen lake. Yeah, we're gonna go for all these new achievements, people, and that's pretty crazy. Of course, Icarus is still on the menu. It may I noticed it wasn't on there, but of course we play Icarus once a week. But of course, if this was like a top 10, I'm sure Icarus was within number 6 on that list, right? We still play Icarus, and we still have a great time with that. Yeah, squeal that all around there, big guy. Yeah, put that into a high gear and spin that around. Yeah, that's for sure. All right. And of course, so we'll still be playing plenty of that. Starfield is not done, of course. We are going through the pirate storyline now, and I think once we get that all done, we'll go through. We'll collect up the rest of the relic pieces or whatever they're calling them, and of course we'll get through to the very end of that. I'm just trying to be careful to come out of this, right? I must admit, I enjoy driving across the frozen lake. It's a lot of well, I must admit, I'm enjoying Winterland overall. It's a lot of fun. They got a lot of really cool things all over the place. But yeah, so of course we're going to be doing that. Some new games. We'll try a couple new games. I thought, I know the creators of Junk Punk reached out to me, wanting to know if I would play. I haven't had any time, of course, as mentioned. I have a family member in the hospital, and I also have my own medical condition that I am trying to deal with at the moment. And that surgery is supposed to happen sometime in early January, so I don't quite know what's going on with that yet. But I mean, as soon as I know, you'll know, right? I mean, this is really awesome. It is really awesome. And so, of course, when I know, you'll know, is how that works. But obviously, this is where I was saying that, I may have to cut back a little bit, but I think, and I'd like to try a little bit of Junk Punk out. I don't know how much of a series it will be, but that'll obviously be a thing. Obviously, Dyson Sphere program, I want them achievements. I want all the achievements, right? I came so close. And now that now that, of course, we've kind of got the blueprints worked out for doing the got the blueprints worked out again for doing the speed run. I think it's doable. I think it's doable. I realize my build in the Wraith series has seemed really wonky, but it's wonky because I'm building it for a speed run and not a standard build like in the Destiny series. I want to be able to copy all that and then make magic happen, right? So actually, soon after we get spin that around. Yes, there we go. Oh, I spun a little too hard. Yep, that was kind of messy. Anyway, once we actually got the initial science done, I'd like to actually start practicing some speed run and some of that stuff, and try and get that out of the way. So it's only the dark fog stuff remains, right? But as mentioned, glide that around the turn, buddy. Glide around the turn. Yeah. So we'll have some new games coming up in the new year. I'm a huge Homeworld fan. I really am. In fact, one of my very first own websites was for Homeworld. The community, slightly different. We're talking 20 years ago, right? The internet was new, and companies didn't really share anything with anybody, and I don't know. It was a different time, people. A different time. And of course, here at the Artisan's Workshop, while everybody's skating around the pond, it was a different time. But the game itself, of course, I have an old series on the channel, which is many years old, of me beating Homeworld 1. I never really got into Homeworld 2, right? And those ones, the ship cards, I don't know. Homeworld 1 for me was Homeworld. Homeworld 3 is supposed to come out in February, I think it is. And I don't know. I'm still debating as to whether or not I will play that. I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. We'll see how the new year goes. Like I said, I have a few games in the bucket that are going to, I've bought a whole bunch of games. And haven't played any of them. Things like Project Zomboid. I know. What? I had that weird zombie thing going in my head there back in late summer, and found Project Zomboid. I'm no master of it. There's several YouTube channels out there that are much better than I will ever be. But I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing we could see, right? And of course, there's other games that I have bought and have not done anything with yet. Which way are we going now? Are we just heading back to town? Yes, I guess we are, aren't we? All right, that's fine. I guess we can wrap up in town. And oops, wrong button. Yeah, good job, Max. Hey, even in the New Year's Day special video, I can still mess up a few buttons and a few cameras and a few things. So with that, of course, I have like a bunch of games I could play. So it's not about not having the games and the stuff. It's just a little bit more work-life balance this year coming up. Just so as I don't get so run down all the time. The holiday season, boy, it's been rough. I don't know what I've been fighting here. Some stomach bug. Crazy. It's been crazy. But, I mean, it is wintertime here, people. Here in Canuckland, it's just kind of a given. There you go. We'll park the truck here. And, of course, and all the wonderful things that goes with that. But, I'm going to need a little recovery time from that operation here, hopefully, again, within the next month or so, and a few other things, right? But hopefully, as the summer comes along, look at the Chinese lanterns going. Oh man, that's awesome. All right. Like, I'm telling you, this Winter Wonderland thing. I must admit, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But I got the whole challenge done now, so now I'm just messing around here. Of course, we'll have lots of stuff coming up in the new year. Like I said, gonna install some new games. We're gonna play some old ones, right? I mean, we got Satisfactory. I mean, that's not going anywhere, right? I'll play Satisfactory. I got thousands of hours into it, so that's not going anywhere. Turns out, Dyson Sphere program, looked at it today, 1,500 hours and climbing, right? And that's from me not even playing a lot of it in the midst of this year. So, more of that will be coming along. And, of course, we'll have Icarus. We got Wrap Up Starfield. We got, and I said, several new games, all in the bucket that I bought. Because, hey, they had a crazy sale. And I thought I would buy all the games. All the games, right? Treat yourself a little bit. So, with that, I'm Max. This has been, hey, happy holidays, the whole New Year special thing. That's right, because that's a thing. It's the holidays, people. It's the holidays. And, of course, I hope you and yours get to have a wonderful new year as well as a great year coming up and all the things. And, of course, that's what we're going to do here. We're gonna carry on. We're going to do a little more life balance type stuff, right? Maybe I only play 4 or 5 days a week instead of like all 7 days a week. But we'll still have plenty of games to play. There's always plenty of games to play, people. I want to thank all recent subscribers, of course. Whether they're at the bottom of the screen scrolling or you've been a long-time subscriber. I appreciate that so much. Of course, I want to thank all the live chat people. I don't get the cool list to mention a lot of names off. Of course, Mr. O, Mr. Johnson, Noko, and there's, people that have dropped in and out over different series, over different games, all that stuff. And I appreciate that very much. Of course, to all those watching in all the time zones, because there's 24 of them. And as much as I would love to do 24-hour stream, I'm old. I'm old. There is no way this old body is going to get along doing that stuff. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, people. So, with that, we're going to sign off here. I want to thank you all for hanging out. We're going to do this again all in the new year, and I'm going to appreciate it a bunch. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.